Alright, we're rolling.
Hey YouTube, this is TeamZ-Fighters coming at you with a deck profile. I know at the beginning when we did our introduction video, we said we were going to be playing for the format. I said I was going to be playing heroes. Well, I gave up on heroes. They were fucking me over too much, so I decided to throw them to the wind.
Those are mine now.
So anyway, they're in Hunter's possession now, so he can mess with them. And so I changed decks, and I went from a tier 1 deck to another tier deck. This format, which I believe is DarkWorlds. So I'm going to show you my profile and hope you enjoy it. So here we go.
With the tour bus, Matt.
First, we got Grapha. He does Grapha shit, blows things up. He's the most expendable boss monster in our game right now. Under Gates, he's a reoccurring 3K beater. I mean, there's really nothing.
Possibly the best boss among the game.
Probably so. Yep. With BLS in second. 3 Snow, he's the Searcher. I was watching some DarkWorld profiles the other night with a close friend of mine who I will not say his name because I don't know if I'm allowed to say his name on camera or not. But anyway, where some people were only playing 2 of this. If you're playing 2 of these, you really should be playing DarkWorlds. Triple Brow for Draw Engine. So, pretty